Hidden Job, Lord of the Death Chapter 4, Achievement System on. Lu Yan looked at Luo Liuli with a smile on his face. Well, Sister Liuli, I succeeded in changing jobs. The smile on Luo Liuli's face was even brighter when she heard the words, but then she blamed Lu Yan. Xiaoyan, you shouldn't reward me for a successful job transfer to change the healing fluid. I'll just hang here, this will affect your college entrance examination 3 days later. Lu Yan heard the words and said seriously, Sister Liuli, if you didn't exchange your rewards for qi and blood supplements to help me improve my qi and blood, I wouldn't be what it is now. I should have done it. Besides, you should be clear about your physical condition. If you don't use the treatment solution, you will have sequelae. Luo Liuli shook her head with a smile, and then continued to ask, by the way, Xiaoyan, what profession did you transfer to? It should be a combat profession, right? Compared with the auxiliary profession, the combat profession is naturally better. Luo Liuli hopes that what Lu Yan awakens is the combat profession. Lu Yan was stunned, then looked at Luo Liuli and said, it's a fighting profession, but it's just a necromancer. Lu Yan thought about it for a while, but he still didn't tell Luo Liuli about his acquisition of the hidden occupation Undead Sovereign. On the one hand, he didn't know how to explain it, and on the other hand, he wanted to be safe. After all, in the Human Federation, assassinations against some geniuses occur from time to time. Although the situation in the Dragon Kingdom is relatively good, it should not be careless. Although he has now obtained the hidden occupation Undead Monarch, he has only obtained great potential and has not yet transformed into his own power. If you can't expose it, it's better not to expose it first. The smile on Luo Liuli's face froze when she heard the words, then she looked at Lu Yan and comforted, although he is a necromancer. At least he is a fighting profession and has great potential for development. Don't be discouraged, Xiaoyan. Luo Liuli is naturally aware of how weak the necromancer's combat power is, and the development potential is not high to be honest. She was just comforting Lu Yan. Lu Yan smiled and said, don't worry, Sister Liuli, I still have to get a good place in the college entrance examination. Then I'll look forward to your performance. Luo Liuli breathed a sigh of relief when she saw Lu Yan's fighting spirit. How did she know that Lu Yan was now the undead monarch who acquired the hidden profession? At this moment, there was a knock on the door, and then 3 people in black suits walked in. The leader was a woman with a slender figure, but there was a scar on the corner of her face, which made her look a bit ruthless. Behind her, 2 men followed like a younger brother. You are Lu Yan? The woman walked straight towards Lu Yan and asked. Lu Yan frowned. What do you have to do with me? The woman said, my name is Wang Feng, I'm Xianxia's talent manager. I came here this time to invite you to join our Xianxia. Singer. Lu Yan's eyes shrank suddenly. Singer is one of the 3 major gangsters in Linan City, characterized by members dressed in suits and looking like high-class people. But they act ruthlessly and violently, and they have the worst reputation among the 3 gangsters. Lu Yan said without hesitation, I won't join Singer. Generally speaking, only students who have absolutely no confidence in the college entrance examination, or are very short of money, will directly join such local forces like Singer without taking the college entrance examination. After all, if you succeed in the college entrance examination, you will be able to enter the university. And the resources of the university far exceed these local forces, and it is enough to kill the local forces just by having a mentor to lead a team on a mission. Lu Yan now has a hidden occupation Undead Sovereign, and he will definitely get a good grade. Entering a university is much more than joining Xianxia Xiang. Although he is relatively short of money now, as long as he ranks high after the college entrance examination, the reward will be enough for Lu Yan to help Luo Liuli completely heal the injury. And there will be a lot of surplus. Wang Feng squinted his eyes and said, you awakened and transferred to a necromancer, right? The weakest combat profession, don't expect it in the college entrance examination. We have a 25th level necromancer in Xianxia, you can help you in the necromancer. Stand firm on this path. Also, for her injury, Zinger can also help her treat. Listening to Zinger's condition, Luo Liuli on the hospital bed hurriedly said, Lu Yan, don't promise her, it's more important than anything else that you get into a good university. Luo Liuli didn't get into the university because of the college entrance examination, so she could only join an organization to take over tasks to live. She didn't want Lu Yan to repeat the same mistakes. Lu Yan also shook his head. I won't join Singer, you don't need to say more. Wang Feng glanced at Lu Yan and Luo Liuli after hearing this, and then sneered, a necromancer still wants to be admitted to a university. It's ridiculous, 2 orphans, without financial resources to support the improvement of their physical fitness, are lucky enough to awaken their fighting profession. And joining a local force is just like your only way out. I'm not reluctant. After you fail the college entrance examination, I will talk to you again, but the benefits of joining Singer at that time will not be as rich as they are now. After Wang Feng finished speaking, she left with people without any sloppiness. Lu Yan frowned. It's not a good thing to be targeted by Zinger, but Lu Yan didn't take it to heart. After the college entrance examination, as long as he ranked high, Singer would not dare to move himself. After a brief conversation with Luo Liuli, Lu Yan left the hospital and went home. He was still thinking about the task to be completed today, all the rewards, but not every time. Wang Feng, who had left the hospital, sat in the car and looked at Lu Yan's back as he left, a chill in his eyes. Tell Hu Wei to have him come to the hospital after the college entrance examination in 3 days to make that Luo Liuli's condition worse. Boy, there is no one that my mother likes who can't not join Singer. You should feel fortunate. If it wasn't for the necromancer from Singer who was seriously injured and dying, the ceremony was missing a link. And my mother would not have taken a fancy to you as a necromancer. With a cold snort, Wang Feng directly asked someone to drive away. Lu Yan didn't know that Wang Feng was ready to attack Luo Liuli. He quickly returned to his dilapidated home in the old city, and couldn't wait to do push-ups, ready to finish today's task first. Lu Yan and Luo Liuli's house was rented, and in the old city, it was quite dilapidated, but there was still a lot of exercise equipment in it. 300 standard push-ups took Lu Yan half an hour to complete. Just as he was about to continue doing burpees, a voice suddenly came from his ear. Ding tilde after 3 days of testing the host, prepare for the college entrance examination. The achievement system will be activated. If the achievement value reaches a certain level, you can get rewards. The achievement mission is open, and the first achievement mission is launched throughout the school. Famous for the whole school, I won the top 10 in the college entrance examination 3 days later and became a school celebrity. Task reward, 10 free attribute points, 100 achievement points. New novels.